Hi, this video is with my Sentinel Seanir and I'm playing Watchman. It's another one from Twitch. And I was queued with Firebrand from my guild. I'll put the utilities in the description, I forgot to put them up on screen, so... there'll also be a link to the actual skill tree thing itself on the ToFN community website. So I just vanished out straight away there. It probably wasn't the best idea to drop down right in front of a sniper who leg shotted me. And that's kind of scary when there's a big group of people all together like that, so I just awed them and quickly switched over to the healer after I found him. It was a bit of a waste of my rebuke there. I assumed I'd get attacked, but I didn't. Luckily I had a dot on me, so I didn't completely waste the ability. So as I said, just sticking to this healer. Making sure to put my healing debuff on him. Even if you don't take the root talent or the extra 10 meter talent from leg slash, it's really worth putting that healing debuff on the healer if you want to kill them, which obviously you do. So just switched over to this guy next to me. He was also a healer, and that was much easier than chasing the operative who had rolled away from me. Just getting interrupted by bubble stun. Getting controlled by the sniper here. Also had the sorcerer on me, so I was taking a lot of damage. I just popped my guarded by the force. And then I didn't really want to attack this assassin. I was just using him as a leap target so I could get around the pillar so I could stop all that damage that I was taking. You don't just have to use leap for people you're trying to attack. It's a great mobility ability. So I said in my commentary at this point that they have a lot of healers, because it felt like I wasn't really making any progress on these guys. They didn't have much damage as a result of that, so they weren't really threatening us too much. Apart from when the whole team was focusing on me and I had to pop guarded by the force. But so in this kind of match, you have to find the right balance between going after healers and trying to get kills, but not extending too far, like I kind of did here. So again, just using this Juggernaut to leap behind the pillar and get line of sight from the sniper. Not that I actually wanted to attack the Juggernaut, although we did get the kill there. So it's quite a scary group of enemies there. If I go on one of the healers out there, then there's the sniper and the sorcerer that could attack me and do a lot of damage. But luckily they were ignoring me for the moment. Got the healer really low here. I got stunned. That was a good peel from the sorcerer. I had my force camo up, so I wasn't too worried about chasing after this healer, but as soon as I leapt after him, he was up to full health again. So the fight was kind of reset. So I was leg shotted here, had the sorcerer and the sniper both ready to focus on me, so I just vanished out. Possibly should have saved my vanish for the sniper to actually start casting something, but yeah. Luckily for me, that ambush didn't crit. So once I noticed that the healer was helping out the sniper, I just abandoned that fight and went to go and fight someone else. I'd been hoping there'd be someone to leap to behind that pillar, but there wasn't, so I just kind of ran back, so I was out of range from the sniper. We had a lot of people over on this side. At this point, it possibly would have been good to check the map and maybe switch over to the other side. So using my force stasis to interrupt that ambush, and then cancelling out my Master Strike to use force camo to interrupt his ambush for a second time. and managing to get a kill there. So as I said, we had way too many people over on this side, so just switching over to east here and going on the healer, rooting him with leg slash and getting the healing debuff on there, interrupting the heal. I was taking a lot of damage again from the assassin. I think that was a sniper behind me. Luckily for me, the healer ran forward, which allowed me to leap after him and get out of range of some of those DPS on the other team, making sure to interrupt that heal. And he vanished out. So they grouped up nicely there for my dot spread. I think that was my first dot spread of the match. So all been single target so far. So I didn't really need to use my Guided by the Force there. I guess I'd been expecting to take a lot more damage than I actually did. And then again using this power tech just to get out of that group of enemy DPS and also heal for my healer a tiny bit. Once I was back up to full health, went back on this healer here. Just playing cautiously. I didn't want to overextend too much because I didn't have my Force camo. It's now off cooldown, so I didn't mind going a bit further in towards the other team. If you're going to be pushing forward like this, you need to make sure you have something to escape if you do start taking a lot of damage. So making some good progress on this commander healer. It would have been good to get my healing debuff on there. Trying to get a dot spread off there. I was kind of out of cooldowns, so I was just looking for someone on the other team to leap to escape, so I chose this assassin, just leaping back towards my healers and out of range of some of the enemy DPS, getting around the pillar to line of sight as many people as possible from the other team. Healer's doing a great job at keeping me up there. I also used my cooldowns fairly effectively, but it was mainly the healers that kept me up there rather than me. So that's pretty much the end of the first round. There's like 18 seconds left, so not enough time for them to cap. And there we go. So in the matches kind of stalematey as this one, every kill really matters, because if neither team gets past the first door, then the way the victory is decided is by which team has more kills. So although it might not have seemed like a big deal if I died there, actually every kill can really matter. So I was just using my Cyclone Slash there to build up a bit of centering. If I hadn't been reading chat and stuff, then I probably could have got up to 30 centering if I'd started using Cyclone Slash earlier. So I've been hoping for a dot spread there, but I didn't have enough focus, and then was taking quite a bit of damage, so I just leapt out of there towards this healer. Had this Juggernaut on me though. There I did use a dot spread. So I wasn't making any progress on that Juggernaut, so I switched over to this healer. Getting him nice and low, and we eventually get him down. Not really too sure why he was running all the way out there, but worked out nicely for us. Attempted to get a dot spread off there. I'm not sure how effective it was because I got knocked back at the same time. But getting another kill. So I decided to cap. Now 99% of the time this won't work, but sometimes it does, so it's worth a try. Just test to see if the other team's actually paying attention or not, but they were this time. Making sure to interrupt that big AoE heal. So we really should have had someone capping at this point. There's only one guy left on the other team and the door was closed. If we'd had someone capping for the last 3-4 seconds, we had enough CC here to delay the team and potentially get the cap, whereas because we started capping fairly late we didn't get it. That was like a really ideal situation for capping the door, but we didn't have anyone with the foresight to start capping early. But it was good that we were managing to pretty much wipe the other team, because they didn't manage to do that in the first round, so it meant we were ahead on kills. Or at least we could assume we were. I was just checking chat there as well as standing still. So that guy was line of sighting his healers, which is why we managed to get him down. Managed to get off another dot spread there. Possibly should have been going on the sorcerer healer that was just behind me there, because some other guys from my team were focusing on him or her. And that sniper next to me was kind of low as well. So though it is really good to focus on healers in general, you also need to watch and see what your other teammates are doing, because in the end focusing is very powerful. Nearly got that guy down. He was into execute range, but got a few heals at the end there to bring him up pretty much to full. In these matches there are very small opportunities for you to actually get a heal before the multiple healers on the other team manage to top someone right back up. It's just stunning the Juggernaut there to interrupt the Ravage. Not really sure why he was attacking me. It probably would have been more productive to go on one of our healers, but still worth interrupting Ravage because it's a big damage ability. So again, rooting the healer, getting the healing debuff on there, and then the dots were cleansed, so I needed to reapply them. I was considering breaking and vanishing out there just because ambush is so scary. I did get hit for 16k there, I think, but luckily the healers were paying attention to me and managed to keep me topped up. So again, taking some really big damage from the sniper. I was tempted to use my Guided by the Force at this point, but decided not to. As I've said many times, healer's doing a really good job. So here I did decide I was low enough to use my Guided by the Force. I was going after the sniper, got him fairly low. Could have gone for my Force Stasis there because he was out of entrench. And went for it there. And then sticking next to the wall so that if he did use his knockback, it didn't knock me too far away. My positioning was slightly off there for that Master Strike. So you want to position yourself between the sniper and some kind of obstacle, so that their knockback is less effective, and then using my Transcendence defensively there to get around the corner to interrupt his casting. And although it's usually a good strat, or it can be a good strat to kind of chase after people using force camo and surprise them with an attack. It doesn't tend to work too well in these kind of healer heavy war zones, especially if you need your force camo to escape after you've chased after someone. But it was fine in this situation. So I was getting focused a lot here, so popped my adrenal, but I didn't have any cooldowns left. My force camo was literally 1 second away from being used. I think that was my first death, I'm not entirely sure. There was only a few seconds left of the war zone, so it was a pretty good run. One thing our team could have actually done is switch sides more often. We did have that one opportunity where we wiped the other team, but after that we kind of just stood by the same door and carried on attacking. I guess we were fairly confident of the win, seeing as we knew we were getting more kills, but if we'd been going for the door it would have been a good idea to switch sides a couple of times. But I hope you enjoyed that game. It was a really good one, or at least I enjoyed playing it. Got 1.7 million damage there, which is decent. And obviously that was possible because it was such a healer heavy game. So yeah, almost 2k DPS, which is not too bad. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Just as a quick update, my PT on the Bastion is now up to level 52, I think it is. So I've been making good progress with that. And I should hopefully be streaming at level 60 on the Bastion within a week or two. So thanks for watching and see you next time.